I can talk to you about going to church all over the world because by the end of the year, in 363 days, we will have presented 468 concerts. Our record is 16 in 1 week, and I'm serious. You can talk about going to church everywhere because I've been there. But all of us know here tonight, some of these folks on the stage, they don't know, but you see, we're from down this part of the country. I can tell you the best day of the year to go to church. My mother's from around these parts. She's just from Collins, Mississippi. So when I was a boy, we used to go back in the summer to her home church out in the country, and the biggest thing around that part of the community was the graveyard because people moved out and nobody ever moved back in, you know, and they just buried them. The graveyard grew and the community kind of died a little, you know. Way out of Collins is very much in the, you know, very much a thriving city compared to the little community my mother was from. And once a year, we always go back to my mother's home church for homecoming Sunday. Dinner on the ground. Do you know what dinner on the ground is? Say, All right, we know what that is. Now, see, a lot of these folks, they're not from all that. They think you throw it on the ground and pick it up and eat it, but that's not what dinner on the ground is. Now, we know what that is. Now, here's what would happen. Now, as a boy, see, it was hot summer. Now, the old church would kind of lean to one side. You know, it was old. I couldn't tell you how old it was. It leaned to one side. Inside, they had them old wooden benches and funeral frames, you know. Hot. But you see, it was kind of exciting because people would go and they'd have the biggest crowd of the year, and the preacher would always be geared up because he knew coming home for homecoming Sunday, he's going to have a big crowd that day, and he always had on a new seersucker suit, you know, and he'd preach an hour, then take his coat off. You think it's over, and he'd preach another hour when he got his coat off. And when he got through preaching, he, you know, your stomach began to, you know, growl a little bit. You're ready to eat all that fried chicken and chocolate pie. And finally, after 91 stanzas, just as I am, and nobody coming forward, they dismiss and you go out and eat. You know what I mean? It was something. Now, when you go outside and eat and you get all filled up, you know, you feel good. And then in Sunday afternoon, you'd go back into the church after lunch and do what? Sing. Man, there wasn't no singing going on then. There's a bunch of singing going on, you know. It was great. I mean, I loved it. You know, just fan and old paperback books, shaking those. It was great, you know. I grew up in that kind of business right in the church. We put us a couple of those dinner on the ground songs in the program. And you know what? I've been stunned. I mean, college people all over the country, they love to sing them. Sing them is a better way. I keep saying sing it, sing. But for you Baptists here, this is the national anthem of the Baptist Church, all right? Now, when we get into it, I'll cue you, and I want you to feel really good about jumping right in the middle of this and just helping us. I think you'll recognize this at the very top. Guys, let's do it.
I've heard an old story, how a Savior came from glory.
How he gave his life on Calvary to save a wretch like me.
I heard about his groaning, of his precious blood's atoning. Then I repented of my sins and won the victory. Oh, victory in Jesus, my Savior forever.
He sought me
And bought me with his redeeming blood.
He loved me ere I knew him, and all my love is to him.
He plunged me to victory
Beneath the cleansing flood.
I heard about his healing, of his cleansing power revealing, how he made the lame to walk again and caused the blind to see.
And then I cried,
Dear Jesus, come and heal my broken spirit.
and somehow Jesus came and brought
To me the victory. I heard about a mansion that is built for me in glory, and I heard about the streets of gold beyond the crystal sea.
about the angels singing, and the old redemption sweet